dream, not the little one. Welcome to the Dream Talk podcast, where we don't think small, we dream big. This is a place where real people share real stories about struggles, life, and success. I am your host, Dreamer, and I'm here with DJ Benjamminit. Welcome, DJ.
Thank you for having me. Thank you
You're
for having me.
welcome. So, for someone that don't know you, how would you introduce yourself?
I will introduce myself as being a person that you can really approach.
Okay.
I'm approachable and I'm humble. I'm outgoing and I'm just open to people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So could you take us back to the beginning? How was your life like before music?
Before music, oh man, I mean I didn't done music so long. I don't remember doing anything else but sports and honestly music.
Okay.
Yeah.
What type of sports did you do?
So I played football and basketball. I went to Heritage High School here in Lynchburg. So
Okay.
yep.
Okay. Um, so you started off as a rapper. What drew you into music in the first place?
What drew me into music? Just being around music. I got a musical background as a family, and then just getting into music, like, as kids, you always experimenting with stuff, like, and music always been that it for me. Like, I'm a experiment with it, hopping on instrumentals, keyboards, karaoke machines and stuff like that. That's how I really got into that part of it.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. So, at what point did you realize that DJing was something for you?
I realized DJing was something for me. I tried to get into podcasting.
Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't my thing. But the thing that I learned when I was trying to podcast was I was reaching out to DJs to do mixes.
Okay.
And I got a bunch of DJs, man, a few from out of town.
Mm-hmm.
Had a few in-town DJs do their thing. But me hearing their mixes
Mm-hmm.
really made me want to get into it. So
Okay.
that's when I brought my first DJ board, and that was back in 2019.
Okay. Okay. I would like to learn how to DJ, but I don't think that I could do it.
Okay.
Uh, what were some of those early nights, early mornings, late nights for you? Like how did you how did I done screwed up. What were like the early days and nights you working to try to get people to book you and try to get your name out there? What did that look like
So
for
first
you?
of all, working a full-time job and DJing is like it's tough by itself.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to put in a lot of work. I done events for free. I done events for what $200.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about $200 to DJ for 9 hours.
Oh
So
God.
like, but that really taught me like you got to build your worth. You can't
Mm-hmm.
just come in and say, oh, I can do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? You really got to put in the work. And I think the late nights and early mornings taught me that if you don't get out here and grind
Mm-hmm.
and let the people know what you're doing, they'll
Mm-hmm.
never notice you.
I agree. I agree. You really have to put yourself out
Right.
there. So you build a strong name in Southern Soul. What made you lean towards that lane instead of like chasing the trends like everyone else?
So this was back in like 2023. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said, I haven't been DJing that long. People
Okay.
don't know that, but so I had a manager as far as a DJ, and I linked up with this guy named Five Cash,
Mm-hmm.
and so he's an R&B singer.
Okay.
He was a rapper, but he's an R&B singer. So we was on this little thing called Ben Fire Music Run,
Mm-hmm.
where we was hitting like Alabama, Atlanta, and stuff like that, and the scene we was on was not R&B. It was Southern Soul, and I fell in love with it honestly when I started meeting people like Miss Poochie, Taboo, and it's just people y'all might not know,
Mm-hmm.
but it showed me that they really get out there and party.
Right.
Right.
So a funny story when you was DJing at the yard and
Okay.
y'all was doing like the line dancing and everything, and I would see it on Facebook and things. I'm like, I have to go and get me some cowboy boots. So that's when I bought me some
Okay.
cowboy boots.
You got your son.
I did. I'm
Okay.
like, boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground.
Yes. You did groups like No Sleep DJs, 434, Stand Up. You all all came together. What role in the community did it play in your growth?
So me being a part of something really made me want to give back to the community. Like,
Okay.
I do the no sleep toy drives. Um, I try to give back every year. I donate my time towards the end of the fall.
Mm-hmm.
I put a post up and say I'm gonna donate 2 hours, 3 hours to somebody that's really in need of an event or something like that, because I feel like God blessed me with a talent to do so much all year that I can at least take a couple hours to donate my time to somebody that really need it.
Right, right. So question, what's something people see on the outside that looks successful, but they don't understand what it took to get to the top where you're at?
They don't see that, honestly, a lot of people don't see that I had to actually move out of my area to
Mm-hmm.
get back, refocus.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't lived in Lynchburg in probably about 10, 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
But, when I got married, getting everything together, engaged, what I'm saying? I took the time to get away from Lynchburg, but still learning how to DJ. So,
Right.
practicing every night. My wife telling me, turn the music off, the
Mm-hmm.
kids, what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But I really had to step away from the scene to get back on the scene.
Mm-hmm. And that's so true because sometimes you have more outside support than inside
And
support.
that's true.
So it does take you getting from like your comfort zone, and
Right.
you can refocus on your life and what you want to
Right,
do.
right.
Um, what were some real struggles and sacrifices that you had to make on your way up?
So the promoters, man, like it's not every promoter, but the struggle of having certain DJs in certain places, what I'm saying? You might not fit in here at a certain venue or a certain type of event, but before I even done Southern Soul, I
Hmm.
could play any type of music. I was a rapper.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people get it confused when I say I went over to the Southern Soul, but I'm not just full Southern Soul. You get what
Hmm.
I'm saying? I'm
Hmm.
doing a lot of R&B, hip hop events to this day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the struggle was just getting somebody to accept me for who I was, and
Hmm.
not just because I know you or just because, okay, hey, let me do this event, let me do this event. I was the type that I sacrificed my time not to do the events that I felt like wasn't going to get me to the next level.
Right. And that's so true because people think, "Oh, just because you know somebody, let me connect, let me get in."
Right,
But you have to put yourself out there to people that is somewhere where you want to be.
right.
So,
And
yeah.
sometimes knowing people that know people can be a downfall because you
Mhm.
don't know what people have done out here in this world.
Mhm.
Especially when it comes to entertainment,
Mhm.
it's so much out here that, people move around, they work with different people, but you don't know how this person works with this person or this person works with this person. So
Mhm. That's so true. Um, have you ever hit a point where you ask yourself, like, everything that you did to become a DJ, was it really worth it?
yeah, I'm going through that now.
Okay.
So, and I say that because I'm actually now, like, a lot of people have been asking me lately, like, hey, bro, why have you been in the city? What's going on? I seen you here, I seen you there. But I put myself on the road. So I started this on the road tour thing that I
Mhm.
put together myself. And it's not a big tour. What it is basically I'm going to each and every county and I'm finding these spots where people don't get actual parties at. So every event that I have done lately, I'm stepping in front of people I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know how to play for them.
Okay.
So, but it's up to me as a DJ to figure that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just go on what the crowd look like and the vibe of
Right.
it.
So, I talk to people. I read people. I see who drinking. I
Mhm.
see who doing their thing. I see who mean mugging in the back because you might
Mhm.
start something. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, but it's never the case because I know how to control.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Okay. So how do you handle pressure, especially being on the road?
pressure, you gotta get it out your mind. You gotta know what you're there to do. You gotta stay focused. Like, I take people with me, you know what I'm saying, to keep me focused.
Mhm.
And because it's easy to lose focus, man, especially as a man in a party scene and me being married, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to lose focus, but my thing is right now, I'm not really trying to lose focus. I'm trying to stay where I'm at because I have a lot of eyes watching me.
Right. And to talk about that, as a husband and a father, how do you balance your life being on the road with all of that?
So I just recently got a booking manager.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do is, you make family plans, and then I do my thing as a DJ, but I always be upfront with my wife. What do you got going on? What do you need done? You know what I'm saying? Do you have anything going on? You know what I'm saying? Because she have friends, she
Right.
have stuff that she want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I try to balance it out. So people were like, well, Tim, why you ain't take this event, but you'll take this event? Hey, I can't. I'm already booked up to October.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I'm trying to fit more stuff in, but me fitting it in is taking more time away from my family.
Right. And happy wife is a happy life, right?
True.
So what has your family taught you about success that music could not?
That's a good one. That's a good one. They really taught me that no matter what, if you winning or losing, that family is always going to be by your side
Yes.
through the tough times, the good times, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
They really taught me how to keep pushing.
Mm-hmm.
Even even when you feel like giving up, I can look at my wife, my kids, and just know that even if all this DJing stuff don't work out, I still put myself in position as a man with a full-time job to take care of my family.
And that's wonderful. It really is because too many people they'll put other things before their family.
Right.
So it's good that you have that view on that. Um, so has becoming a father changed how you move in your career?
Right.
Okay.
And it really, you know, being a father, I got twins.
Oh,
I got four daughters.
oh, well, you got your hands full.
Yeah, I do. But it really taught me, how to respect women
Mm-hmm.
because I got four daughters, and it really taught me that I need to be more responsible because when I was younger, well, my teenage years coming up, my first daughter I had at 17.
Mm-hmm.
So I really didn't know like what it was to be a parent or such and
Mm-hmm.
such. I had to learn along the way and what my mother taught me too.
Right.
So, but now it's to the point where it's like with women, especially
Mm-hmm.
raising women, it's
Mm-hmm.
tougher. I feel like it is,
Mm-hmm.
but it teaches me how to be responsible.
I do. And girls can be a lot. I have one girl and she's one, so it's taken me
Okay,
through changes already. So
right.
um so what does success actually look for you right now?
Success is huge for me right now, man. A lot of people don't know. I still talk and work with Paul Anthony from Full Force and House Party,
Okay.
and that's been the most successful thing I done is actually working with him,
Mhm.
networking with him, been places that I never even imagined as a DJ on stage in front of 10 to 15,000 people. I mean, the list goes on, but success really is what you make it.
Right. It really is. So, what do you think separates DJs like, well, what do you think separates DJs who stay local from DJs who take off like you and you go on the road and you do all these different events? What do you think about that?
So it's the comfort part of it. A lot of people get comfortable playing in front of a local crowd, if you get what I'm saying.
Yes.
So I put it to you like this. So when I am in front of large crowds, it is that nervousness
Mhm.
of, man, I hope I don't mess up. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But soon as I push play, it clicks in. But a lot of people get comfortable in their hometown and they never get a chance to experience it because sometimes your hometown can suck you in.
Yes. And that is so true because um like I said, you do have to move out this comfort zone in this
Right.
area. People from other states and everywhere, they will give you a lot more support
Right.
than if you stay in Lynchburg, Amherst, Madison Heights, or surrounding
Right.
counties. They love you, but they're not going to show you the love that a stranger would show you. And
Right.
it's kind of sad,
And it's tough to really get your name out in an
Mm-hmm.
area like where we from right now because don't a lot of people actually come to Lynchburg looking for a DJ.
Mm-hmm. That's so true. Um, so you touched a little base on it. When you walk into an event and you're preparing and you're setting up your DJ equipment, what is going through your mind?
First, I always say a prayer, and I pray for people that have safe travels there and back.
Mm-hmm.
I just pray. I always been big on making people have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
But what's really going through my head is, I'm seeing with this, like how people moving, like what people got on, because sometimes what people got on really is an expression of how I'm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things. Do I got my hard drive? Did I do the new update on my computer?
Mm-hmm.
Little things. Sometimes it be the little things. Sometimes it be different stuff. Like man, I hope the owners don't come over here and be like, oh, we ended a little early tonight because something going on back. But you know
Right.
what I'm saying? It's just so much to go through your head. But once you push play
Mm-hmm.
and you see the people start moving, sometimes it take longer to get them moving.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can push play and they just already ready to party.
Right.
So it's a lot going through your head.
Is that kind of frustrating for you? Like, if you say, have you ever got in a position where you're DJing and you're like, oh yeah, they'll party to this, and then they're just still, and you're like,
Right. Yeah, because I mean, people got short attention spans. Like
mm-hmm.
people that listen to TikTok and stuff. Like so they expect the DJ to play a 30-second song. Like it doesn't work like that.
Right.
But yeah, I done been places and played. That's what I'm saying. You'll never get that experience unless you play in front of people that you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I could use a song here in Lynchburg and it works, right?
Mm-hmm.
Push play. Oh man, this the go somewhere else, 100-mile radius, anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Push play, they looking at you like, hey, bro, I'd be glad when you switch that song. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it doesn't work everywhere until you get the experience of going and knowing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it takes.
Do you think that it's irritating for DJs when, because I've did this, I go up to a DJ and say, hey DJ, play this song or play this song. Is that like irritating when y'all have like a certain list and thing?
So most of the time, I mean, we run off crates.
Mm-hmm.
Some people run off lists, but, most of the time it's freestyling what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, it can be, but it's really not because sometimes you get people that actually, it might be their birthday, they might want a birthday song. But the ones that come up to you drunk, that's a whole different story, right? Because they'll tell you, oh, can you play this? And you play it, everybody walk away from the dance floor.
Yeah.
And then the drunk person ain't even in the middle of the floor dancing no more.
Right,
So, I
right.
mean, they somewhere laid down somewhere. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So if it was someone starting up and they're like, hey, I want to become a DJ, what is some advice that you would give them?
Practice, 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 practice. And don't put yourself too far out there as a beginner to be like, oh, I just want to take off doing this. No, get you somebody you can work with to teach you the game. Like everybody that when I first came in, I was taught by older DJs.
Mm-hmm.
So they taught me a lot about structure of a party. Don't play all the hot songs first. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you ain't got a choice but to start off hot. You know what I'm saying? Other times you can kind of weave yourself into it. But I would tell DJs, if you're an upcoming DJ, practice, practice, practice. Get you somebody that can mentor you, be a counselor, because you can easily lose focus. You can have 2 hot parties and be like, oh, I'm the hottest DJ in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I almost fell into that trap.
Right.
But I had to come back to myself to realize that, no, it don't work like that.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So, what mistakes do you see like up and coming creators making?
Creators, the competition battle. It's the competition battle, man, because I feel like no matter what anybody else is doing, if you be yourself
Mm-hmm.
everybody's going for the image. Everybody's trying to get viral. Be yourself. Be yourself. Don't try to, oh, I see this person doing this. I see this person doing that. Just like this, when I was doing Southern Soul content with the line dance, oh, I'm tired of hearing boots on the ground. I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of doing this. So I found the right communities to go to where these people was doing that. It took me to South Carolina. It took me to Alabama. It took me to Atlanta. It took me to different places. You know what I'm saying? Now that it's migrating up south, everybody like, oh, I want to do this. I got to go to this event. I got to get my boots. I got to get my hat. You know, it's not a trail ride. It's a party.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Okay. So, what's important, Brandon? How important is Brandon and consistency in your world?
It's major. If you see me with clothes on, 9 times out of 10, I got no sleep DJs on there, 434 stand up. I got maybe 8 to 9 no sleep DJ logos. So my wife, she presses shirts.
Okay.
Shout out to Raven.
Okay, Raven.
Raven's Custom Tees.
Okay,
so,
I'm gonna have to hit her up.
Yeah. So, and most of the time, I like to get fly. Everybody do. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm in front of people, I like to put on something they'll know, all right, that's his brand. That's what. Like on the side of my truck, I put my DJ stuff on there, my information. They see No Sleep DJs because you got to keep it in front of their face.
Yes.
The minute that it fades away and you forget about what you really out here to do, which is brand and name, people not going to know.
Right. And that's so true. So if you had to start over from zero, from the bottom, and just what would you do different?
What would I do different? I would have been careful with more relationships that I thought could get me places and just stuck to what my mind told me.
Okay.
Because sometimes, when people see something in you, they can kind of convince you, oh, I got this going on, man. I can guarantee you this. I can do that. But when I realized that I was in a couple situations, I told myself, if I ever get out of this situation, I will never go back into letting somebody convince me they can do this for me when I can do it for myself.
That's right. I completely agree. So what does it mean to be a successful Black entrepreneur in your space?
It means a lot because people know what I do. I mean, it's not a day. I work for the city of Lynchburg, so I'm all around the public every day.
Okay.
And people just, they congratulate me. I'm talking about everywhere that I go. I'm always hearing, I'm so proud of you. I'm so this. But being where I'm from, where you don't get opportunities to know, you know what I'm saying, we're not in a big market, that means a lot to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like you said, going back to branding, I'm branding myself outside of a 100-mile radius. So people, when I go different places, you look like somebody I know. Oh, you that DJ. They call me the line dancing DJ. They call me all type of stuff. But they know what's going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because social media.
Right.
A lot of people don't post on social. I post every day. Unless I really got something crazy going on.
Right.
I'm going to let you know where I'm at. I'm going to let you know I got this coming up. I'm going to let you know I got this type of party coming up. If I see something I like what somebody else doing, I'm going to share that. Networking.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's what it's all about. It's
Right.
networking. So how important is the next generation coming behind you? Like what like words of encouragement would you give to them?
Stop trying to make everything viral. Because I feel like it's so much more competition now that viral is actually a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you can get on Facebook and do something crazy and go viral. So
Right.
the generation coming up now, anything is just going viral. Like, you know what I'm saying? Back when Soulja Boy was on YouTube and people wonder how he went viral, he was the only one doing it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So like I said, it goes back to what I said, be yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't try to make everything a viral moment. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So
Because some things are more important for the cause rather than
Right.
being viral.
Right.
So what kind of legacy are you trying to build, whether it's through DJing or in your own personal life?
So the legacy I'm trying to build is to teach people that, when you set your mind to a specific goal
Mhm.
and you stay with it. So my whole thing is bringing people together.
Mhm.
That's always been my thing, and everything I done when I started. I co-partner a rap group, started No Sleep DJs. It's always been bringing people together because I feel like that when you got a group of people, they got the same mindset, the same drive, the same everything. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? You can do so much more than
Right.
just I'm trying to do it by myself. So I'm
Mhm.
trying to leave a legacy of being great, being legendary, and just showing people that you can do anything you put your mind to.
Mm-hmm. And you certainly can. Um, so let us know what is next for you. Like, what should people pay attention or look out for?
So what's next is that I'm going to continue to keep touring, and hopefully, man. And I really want to put together my own big festival. So
Okay.
I want to get into some of that stuff, the festival stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a lot of festivals as it is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But that's not me actually doing it as my brand, my people. You know what I'm saying? So, but I want people to look forward to just seeing me on the road and just getting out to experience stuff, man, because there's so much more out here that people don't know it is until, oh, one of my DJ partners doing this, one of my content creators here, I'm going to check that out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I want people to know that it's some major stuff coming. A lot of stuff I can't talk about, but it's some major stuff coming.
Okay. So, where can people tap in with you and support what you got going on?
So I'm more so on Facebook more than anything, and I'm gonna say my name. A lot of people don't know how to say it.
Right.
Timiarn Benjamin on Facebook. So it's spelled Timyarn. Last name Benjamin, Benjamin. Everything else is DJ underscore Benjamminit, Benjamin. No, I see. I just spelled it wrong. See, look, Benjamminit underscore 434.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So if you could leave a message with the audience today, about chasing dreams, what would that message be?
Keep your circle tight. Stay focused. Don't worry about what the next person doing. Stay true to yourself and true to the people that really support you through the bad times. Not the good times, but the bad times. And when you're trying to figure it out.
Okay. Well, thanks for tapping in with me and DJ Benjamminit. This is the big dream, not the little one. Have a nice day, guys.